So I did finish, since that was the only one I recorded on that frame, which is kind of unfortunate. I did actually complete a gradient background on this rug, so that would have been cool to capture, you know, via camera. However, I did not, so this is the finished product of that. This was the finished product of the custom rug for Jan, backed. It's got the twill tape. All I'm missing is my labels. I need to still order my labels. This is the new frame. This is the Takashi Murakami Smiling Rainbow Flower. That one's gonna have a twist. It's not gonna be the original, you know, Roy G. Biv. This is more or less the vibe. I don't know how well you can see it. But yeah, we got the black, the whites, some cream, you know, and then just the brown kind of color scheme there. So that is the first custom rug. The second custom rug, we have this cute little panda. There we go, can kind of see the outline. So with that one, I actually ran to Joann's and I wanted to test out wool. I got the Lion brand yarns. This is, I want to say, a cream color. Fun fact, it doesn't have the name on it. So I have a cream. I got some of the Wool Ease black as well. This one is a little thicker, so I will have to see if it fits through my gun. Probably why it says thick and quick, because it is kind of hefty. This is one strand versus like one strand of the cream. Anyways, I'm going to experiment with that. That one I do hope to record and take you with me, because I would love to look back. Oh, here's the color. Natural Heather. I knew I'd find it. They put them somewhere different every time, like depending on the yarn you get, so you just never know. Also, if you hear any funny noises in the background, like that, it is some electric scissors, so don't fret, I apologize, kind of embarrassing. We're just gonna have to go with it. These yarns, they're a blend. It's not 100% wool, which I don't know how I feel about that, because these are kind of pricey, so I was expecting more wool. This is actually 80% acrylic and 20% wool, but 10 times the price. Go figure. So I'm gonna try to use the wool blend on the panda, and then who doesn't love a little throwback? Am I right? Especially with Adventure Time. So we got Finn, Jake, BMO. I did go to the store for them as well. So I got this yellow, which is a varsity gold for Jake. And then I tried to see if they had like a teal green for BMO. They had this. There's BMO, right? I think it's a little too darker than this, at least, you know, after seeing him. I wish you could see them at the same time. I don't know. I saw True Teal online and that looked a little better, but I kind of don't know if it's going to be here in time because Joann doesn't have it. But this was what I was going to do with his interface. This is a Sage, I think goes. But we'll see. The only thing that I did incorrectly on this, which I shouldn't have, was I didn't flip the image. So, Bimo is gonna have his buttons on the opposite side if I don't go in and turn that around. This is the moment of truth. We're going to see if the yarn, the black yarn specifically, will fit double-stranded through the eyelet. Sake. Let's just try one strand. Okay, well, one strand fits. I guess we're gonna one strand it. My strategy, I guess you could say, for tufting is pretty simple. I'm pretty sure I do what a lot of other people do, is starting out with the outline of the object and then filling in usually with straight lines. I'll do my best to do straight lines. The whole goal is to stick with the direction of the monk's cloth, right? Because it's that cross hatching. So curves are usually where the tufting starts to, I guess, stray would be the word that I would use, just because the gun is trying to go in between those squares, right? Like if you look really close at the monk's cloth, you can see
that it either goes up or straight. So with curves, you just got to be a little bit slower, which is why I will usually do lines. And also I find that the lines will create a more consistent filling, for lack of a better word, of the rug. So that way, like here, you can see that it's all pretty uniform. And then with this wool blend, it was actually really fluffy using one strand. I was pleasantly surprised, and I think it was a little bit softer than regular acrylic, even though the majority of the yarn was acrylic. Like I said, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, but that 20% wool really holds its own. I think that this rug came out really, I don't want to keep saying the word fluffy, but there's no other word I can say, really thick, I suppose. But yeah, so here we are finishing up the panda rug.
9 minutes to spare till dinner, and we finished it. It's kind of cute. Good measuring. Let's see what the other side looks like. Wow. It looks so funny. It's kind of soft. Oh, it's really soft. Definitely gonna have to give her a shave, but all in all, pretty cute. I like it.
This is the finished product on the front of the frame. It's still on the frame. It is super soft. The heather color does look kind of dirty, but that's okay. Now let's get to backing.
We're gonna go ahead and back the rugs with the glue. I use Robert's 6700. So we're gluing today. I'm gonna go ahead and do the commissions first, and then we'll finish with this one because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of glue. So enjoy the time lapse.
I'm using a new approach to my gluing. As you can see, I'm using gloves. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube using gloves, so I decided to give it a try. And actually, I think it saves a lot of glue instead of using a spatula. And you just have a little bit more control of where all that glue goes. So go ahead and bake that for 24 hours, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Day 2, they are finally dry. We're gonna go ahead and cut down the panda rug and the glue all over these scissors, my lord. Anyways, we're gonna cut down the panda rug, we're gonna cut down the Takashi Murakami rug, we're gonna get the size of the non-slip felt to match up with the rugs, and then we're gonna spray them with the multi-purpose adhesive glue. And I'm gonna go in with hot glue, the hot glue gun, and do the sides waterfall back it. Let's cut these down.
Nothing new, but I like to cut about an inch away from the actual design, just so that way I can waterfall back it a little bit better. And then here we are, we're going to go ahead and line up the non-slip felt to the rug, go ahead and cut around it. I don't necessarily cut it to size, I'll just kind of cut a little bit more than necessary, so that way when I glue it and back it, I can go in and clean it up a little bit more. So we're going to do that for both of them, and then we'll go outside and spray them.
Now that the backing has been completed, we are going to spray the back of the rugs with this heavy-duty adhesive spray. I ran out of the red can, so we're just going to use this one. The goal is to spray a majority of the middle up to maybe like an inch and a half away from the edges, so that way we get a cleaner, fingers crossed, we get a cleaner finish.
This is probably the most fatiguing part for me, just because I want to get to the shaving part already, but I'll line up my felt, I'll generously apply a good amount of that spray adhesive to both the rug and the back of the felt, I guess, and then we'll go in and line it up the way that I'd like it, and come in with my scraper just to make sure that that rug really gets, you know, stuck with that glue to the fabric. Here I am pulling back some, because clearly if it pulls off that easily, it's not the best. So we'll spray it a little bit more, go in, scrape, and do the same process for the panda rug. Of course, we can't forget about our Adventure Time rug. This was one of my most favorite rugs to date to be able to make. So left the best for last. Here we are. Look at that. Beautiful. Again, this one took a lot a lot of spray adhesive. And here you have it, folks, the finished panda rug. I think it looks really cute. And the finished flower rug. Amazing. This is me fake holding the flower rug and the panda rug. Those were actually commission pieces, so I no longer have them. I mailed them off earlier this week. However, this is the finished Adventure Time rug, Finn, Jake, and Bimo. I remembered his name this time. It is a whopping 3.5 feet, so it's basically like a small child. It's actually really comfortable. The yarn is really soft. I'm not gonna lie, I have laid on it quite a few times, you know, after I've been tufting. I haven't finished backing it. I am waiting for my twill tape to come in. That's supposed to come in, I think, tonight or tomorrow. I ordered a thicker twill tape. I do currently have a twill tape. It's just like this thick. Size does matter when it comes to twill tape, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody else cares, but I like the little thicker one, so the one that I ordered is about this big. This is my finished Adventure Time rug. It is on my shop. I put it on my Etsy as well, so it is for sale if anybody would like to claim it. I want to do a little Adventure Time collection in the future. And as you can see, I am working on another frame. This one is Avatar themed, minus that. These two are commissions, but I love Appa. This one's Naruto. I don't know if you know that. I didn't know that until I spoke with my client, but that's Naruto. And then we have Appa. It's a mess. I apologize for that. But this is going to be a lotus, a white lotus tile. I believe that's what it's called. And then under here, we have a little Aang with the Air Nomad symbol. This one I kind of want to make into a banner, so that way you can hang it up. And then I was going to do a little gang collection of Katara, Sokka, Zuko, Toph, and their respective nations. Are they nations? I know the what. Anyways, we're going to do a little collection of that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you liked this video, be sure to like it, subscribe, hit that bell, because I will be releasing another video next week. I believe it's going to be the Appa rug. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, so next week, Thursday or Friday, I'll end up dropping one. Yeah, thanks for watching.